Okay, welcome back. Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. We are losing sunshine by the day.
NASA says it's all about the Earth's tilt. As our planet orbits the sun, our daylight hours reduce. By the time we hit the winter solstice on December 21st, we'll have less than 10 hours of sunshine. That's more than a 4-hour loss of daylight from summer to do stuff outside. Unless you're Superman, who has the power to change the Earth's tilt, there's nothing we can do about it. So get outside and enjoy what we have before it goes away. I'm Bree Tennis.
Bree, you're freaking me out.
Yeah. Jeez.
You have to bring Superman into it.
Yeah.
Because he made the Earth go backwards.
Yeah, don't tug on Superman's
Lois Lane
cape.
Wouldn't be dead, which I thought was an overreaction.
Yeah.
Plenty of fish in the sea, Superman.
Yeah, correct, buddy. Find someone else. Get on Tinder or something. You can find somebody else, Superman.
He's Superman.
Yeah. Yeah. Even as Clark Kent, you're an attractive man. You
sure.
don't, you know.
Yeah. You're very, in fact, kind of nerdy cute.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, yeah. Julia, do you have any? No?
No comment.
Okay, great. Understood. Got it. Here's a story for you as well. But
Trying to turn my brain on, guys.
I don't blame you. It's a little late in the show for that, though.
I know, right? We're warming up.
A semi-truck in Ohio, crashed and spilled its contents.
Ohio's BST&G Fire District said it was dispatched last week after a big rig spilled the hot sauce onto Interstate 71. The fire district said the trailer was full of 40,000 pounds of the condiment, but the spill posed concerns about possible environmental effects. According to the Columbus Dispatch, the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency was called in, and responders attempted to contain the substance so it wouldn't go into drains. I'm Mark Mayfield.
It was Frank's Red Hot. It really was. That's what got spilled. Yeah.
Man, when I first started here, somebody on the air had a Frank's Red Hot endorsement. And there were, no joke, cases of it in this cases. Yep. Like it looked like it would fill a studio. What? That's how much of it we had here.
Yep.
I don't remember who had the endorsement, but I remember I'd show up and they'd be like,
it was one of the other stations. Yeah,
but it would just simply say free.
Yep.
You could take as much as you wanted.
What are you going to do with all of that?
It was cases of
you
Frank's
put that
Red
blank
Hot.
on everything.
It was so great.
I
do. I love Frank's hot sauce.
Frank's is fine, yeah.
I can see that. Do you like the spicy foods, the gumbo and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I figure you
I'm
have to.
a spicy food girl.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to. Yeah. That's part of the deal growing up there, right? You have
part of the deal. Well, I didn't when I was little, and then I grew up. Became an adult.
Yeah, then you gardened it all and you made it spicy. Right?
Exactly. Jalapenos out our ears.
What about the sweet tea?
Sweet tea? Oh my gosh. The way that people make, have you guys ever heard how you make sweet tea in the South?
Yeah, it's terrible for you. Yeah.
You make the Lipton iced tea and then you put like 4 cups of sugar in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of course, obviously. Yeah.
I used to, when I worked at a sports bar in college, if I opened, you'd have to make the big sweet tea container. And it was, I'm not kidding. You fill it with, you get the giant tea bags, you put 2 of them in there with the giant filter.
Okay.
And then you put like 4 pitchers, pitchers that you use to fill up the water glasses. And then there's a giant bucket of sugar. That's right. And you do 2 pitchers of sugar.
Yeah.
That's right, baby.
Now we're
it's
talking.
like syrup.
Yeah.
Oh my! And then you have to use this giant stick to stir it up while it's still hot.
Or your hand. Just use your hand. Just get in there. And stir it up.
Yeah.
Listen, it ain't sweet tea unless your teeth hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to be like almost syrup texture.
Oh, it's so good.
That's the definition of one of those things that you couldn't wait for as a kid. And then you come back to it as an adult and you're like, what the hell was I doing? Yeah. Like I'm going to have to cut my ankle off.
Except in the South, they just are that you don't grow out of it in the South.
No, sweetie. Yeah, no, I love it.
There's a lot of people that are probably like, oh, sweet tea, this is going to be good for you. And then you're like, it's got like a cup of sugar in each glass.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It is pretty good.
The happiest place on earth is celebrating a magical milestone. Disneyland welcomed its 1 billionth guest through its gates in Anaheim.
Was it Zach?
Friday. It was not. No, he's in Vegas this time. Maybe he'll be there next week. A boy from, I'm sorry, I can't help myself. A boy from Arizona and his family were surprised at the entrance with being selected as the honorary 1 billionth guest.
What? What do you get for that?
They took part in a special ceremony on Main Street.
Pay for everything.
And received a VIP tour guide for the day. The milestone comes just days before Disneyland celebrates its 71st anniversary on July 17th.
I hope they got fast passes.
I hope so.
I've never been.
I know.
Me neither.
I've never been to Disneyland. I've been to Disney World a few times.
Yeah. Sauce was too
Too high strung.
Too high strung and mean.
Yeah, too mean.
Too mean for Mickey.
That was it. They literally sent a summons
Yep, I
to his
couldn't
house
go.
and said, don't bring that mean little bastard here.
Yep.
He said,
They called you a mean little bastard. Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, he called me a mean
Yeah,
bastard.
it's the first time Mickey Mouse ever cussed.
Yep.
Made kids cry.
Yep.
Made children
First
cry.
time you ever spoke in costume.
Yep.
Yep.
You mean bastard?
That's audio. That's actual audio.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what happens. Another chance to win more than $500 million in the Mega Millions jackpot is coming up tomorrow. There was no grand prize winner on Friday night, so Tuesday's drawing will be worth at least $576 million. The cash option on that works out to be about $254.
Oh, not too bad.
I'd take that. You ever known anybody win the lottery, Julia?
No.
No, me neither.
I feel like you're not supposed to tell people if you do.
That's what they say. I'll tell everybody. It's going to be obvious.
There'll be signs.
No, well, we know.
It'll be obvious if I do.
Yeah.
Because I'll still work. But
I was going to say, would you guys still work?
Oh, no.
I mean,
I love this job.
I would,
do.
but I would go to Abbott and I'd say, hey, here's $1 million.
Get your foot fixed.
We aren't. This show starts at 2 in the afternoon. We're not starting at 5:30 in the morning.
Two's not good. Two's not good. No, you want Commons shift.
Yeah, noon to 3. We're doing noon to 3
or noon to 2.
Yep, and we're going to be able to do it from wherever we want.
Yeah, wherever we want, whenever we want.
Right, and here's another $1 million if you could bend over and pick it up.
Oh my God, you just love seeing that AC, don't you?
Oh my God!
You love to see Abbott's AC. You go give him $1 million.
Will you text me when you do that? Because it'll still be laying on the floor. I'll come pick it up for him.
If you're going to give him $1 million just to see the AC, my God.
Pass.
Is Abbott cheeked up?
I don't think he can bend over, right?
Sure he can.
My gosh.
Is Abbott cheeked up? That's the name of the book.
That's how you know you love your job, though. You
Yeah.
win the lottery, you're
I'd
still
stay.
working.
Oh,
I'd definitely still come into
But
the
I
show
wouldn't
for
take
sure.
no crap. Of course, I give myself.
You don't
fired.
anyway.
I know, but I'm about to get fired if I'm not cool. And I ain't cool, Julia.
Right.
I ain't cool.
There would definitely be signs that I won.
Yeah.
My signs would be, why is she in Europe again?
Yeah, right.
My signs would be, why is he wearing Julia's dress?
brilliant.
Because I want to.
Why is there
too
spinning
funny.
rims on a bike?
What's happening?
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. So there's my outside the news stuff. I know you got more sports, but we're going to talk sports all morning. It bores me.
Yeah, I get it. It is
You know
kind
what I
of
mean?
boring. Yeah.
Do you ever get bored with sports, Julia?
No.
Oh.
It's kind of sick and twisted. People are like, do you go to sporting events outside of work? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Still
I don't
love
get
it,
to
right?
drink while I'm on the job.
True.
Touche.
Yeah.
It is a whole different experience going there for work. It's like you even are watching the game in a totally different way.
Well, and you're not allowed to cheer or anything. So when I'm going as a fan to sporting events now, I just sit there, and then when everyone's cheering, I'm like a millisecond late every time. I'm like, wait, okay, I'm getting excited.
Yeah. What's your favorite of all the sports, though?
Definitely football.
Yeah.
Just because I grew up, SEC football was like
oh my gosh.
everything.
So obviously, Alabama, as you said, but did you ever go see them play Auburn? Or did you travel anywhere?
Oh, yeah. So when I was interning with SEC on CBS, I was traveling with them every weekend.
Oh, man.
Sweet.
I've been everywhere except for I haven't been to Kyle Field.
Which is Texas A&M.
Yeah. I never went to Mizzou. This is old SEC. This is not the new SEC.
Yeah.
And never went to. Are there any more that I haven't been to?
Did you? And I know it's different. Did you ever go to Vautech? Did you see that?
No.
Okay. Did you ever go to Tennessee?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rocky Top. Yeah.
LSU.
That place is crazy. Yeah.
That must be crazy.
Tons of
like the
visits to
craziest
LSU.
one to
I was
go
there
to.
for when Joe Burrow's junior year.
Okay.
They beat Georgia and then they rushed the field. And I was on the field already because I worked on the field. I was kind of like eyes and ears for sideline reporter.
Okay.
And for the truck too.
Wow.
And they rushed the field. It was one of the scariest experiences of my entire life. Guys, I've been there when they rush. I've been there, unfortunately, twice in my college career when Auburn rushes the field. But it's different when you're in Death Valley. Like,
Yeah.
this girl's like bleeding out of her head right next to us. We're trying to get medics over. It's crazy.
Oh my
Nuts.
gosh. No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rosie filed that report.
Yeah, he was there laughing.
But it was a lot of fun.
I bet.
Can't complain, honestly. Everyone's like, you didn't get to tailgate? I was like, I was right on the sideline. I think I was doing okay.
Right.
Part of it all, man. That's so cool.
That's sweet. Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, let's get this.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip. Brought to you by the St. Paul Saints.
That's right. Don't forget CHS Field tonight. Get on down there and watch the soccer game. It should be a lot of fun.
Joey Chestnut won his 18th Nathan's hot dog eating contest by eating 66 hot dogs. Second place had 51.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it's time for somebody to knock him off.
It's just interesting. I know I mentioned this before, but interviewing those guys, that Joey Chestnut is just like this good with hot dogs, but then like other foods, it's different. It's totally different. Like there's you'd think that it would just kind of translate for every food, but then the guys were like all the guys are unanimously agree. They're like, nobody can touch him in hot dogs, but I beat him in like a wing contest or something like that.
Sliders.
It's a really interesting thing.
He still has crazy numbers on other foods, though. You guys ever look that up?
For sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, where does it, okay. Kind of gross.
We said, the guy
do they just
that
throw it up afterwards?
I don't think you can. No. You can't have a reversal or it doesn't count.
Yeah, but I think like if you left and went, okay, see you guys later, and then you just tossed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think you probably do
Is that what's happening?
I think you probably do that.
Yeah, I would guess.
I would guess, because, man, you can't carry that around.
Go to the hospital, get your stomach pumped?
Yeah. That's so many hot dogs.
Frodo.
Yeah. The Twins took 2 of 3 from the Yankees. They beat them 6-1 yesterday. It's the first series win since 2014. Joe Ryan was great. Went 7, scattered 3 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. He's the first Twins pitcher to throw a 7+ shutouts innings at Yankee Stadium since 2005 when Johan Santana did it.
You got that right, man.
Then he was traded like a year later to the Mets. Your Twins are 44-47. They battle the Guardians tomorrow at 6:40.
The Guardians.
Let's go. Isn't it the All-Star game this weekend?
A week from tomorrow, yeah. And Byron Buxton he will start, although he left yesterday's game.
I'll see you later.
With that hip injury that he re-injured, so who knows how that'll go. Yeah. Joe Ryan will also be on the team, and then Vladdy Jr. is declining to go to the All-Star game despite being named the American League's starting first baseman. A lot of people say it's back injury, but I think he might just want the week-long break.
Can't blame him.
Nope. And the All-Star game will be in Philly.
Ooh. So somebody will get shot.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never been.
You've never been to Philly?
How about that one? No, really? I've never been. No. I've never been east of Ohio. How about that one time?
You've been to Florida.
Bonus was talking about that when he was in an Uber and it got like caught in a high-speed chase.
Yeah.
And then Zacho found the traffic video.
We actually watched it. Yeah. Because it ended up hitting another car or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. That was cool.
What?
That was pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Norway beat Brazil 2-1 to advance to the World Cup.
Hurrah!
Brazil is now out. And then Neymar said after that he is retiring from international soccer.
Oh, man.
Oh, Neymar.
The U.S. will battle Belgium tonight, and they will have ball again tonight.
They're having ball again tonight?
Yep.
Wow.
He will be available because the red card was rescinded.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Yeah, FIFA definitely got a burlap
okay, but it was a terrible red card.
Yeah,
so this is their way that they needed to make up for this.
It's the right decision.
Yes.
But, as everybody's saying, corruption is terrible unless it benefits you.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was a terrible call.
It was a terrible call.
35 million people aren't going to watch if the U.S. isn't in it.
Right.
I know people. Yeah. I know soccer. It's a fun sport. We all love it. But if USA is in it, more people watch it.
Yeah.
They know that.
And he's been their star player throughout this tournament.
And USA is probably buns without him.
USA.
Yeah.
But that is tonight
every game he's played
at 7 o'clock, and then right before that, Portugal will battle Spain at 2 p.m.
I think the U.S. gets the winner of that. If they beat Belgium, it'd be Spain or Portugal.
Yeah, bring them on. Right?
Bring them on. That's what we want.
Yeah. So that'll be great. Let's see here. England beat Mexico last night 3-2. England will advance to the quarterfinals as well.
So you admit it.
Yep. And Vikings rookies report to camp 20 days from today. That'll be great. And then almost every NBA free agent and trade will be completed today at 11:01 unless there's some more pieces to it. Like I don't expect the Ball trade to be completed today, even though it is a done deal. There's other pieces around it that need to be finalized.
Yep. Any final thoughts on that, Maxo?
Yeah, it's super exciting, and then obviously we're waiting for the big domino to fall with LeBron James. But even if it's not him, the reports are saying the Wolves are looking at Rui Hachimura, who a former Lakers power forward, and that's exactly the position we need. And I think that he was on the top of a lot of people's wish list, and they're going to try to sell him on, hey, maybe take a little bit less money to win a championship here, and maybe get a cash out the year after that. So obviously everything, it just depends on what LeBron wants to decide. But after he was literally hanging out with the Cavaliers assistant GM over the weekend, that ship might have sailed.
Yeah. Once that picture came out, it skyrocketed on Kelce that it was like a 62% that he's going to Cleveland. It's come down a little. The highest Minnesota's been is I think about 10%. So they have a good pitch to LeBron. They do. You can play with Ant-Man and LaMelo and Jaden. You don't have to work that hard defensively because they've got Rudy. You have a chance to win a championship, and it's probably the best roster maybe besides Philly. But if you go to Philly with Embiid and all those guys, you can't guarantee Embiid will be healthy.
Exactly. From a purely basketball standpoint, it's hard to make a better case than the Minnesota Timberwolves. And if you want to go from the legacy standpoint, too, you could win a franchise its first ever championship, and you're going to be on the team that obviously LeBron doesn't need any more fans. He's one of the most famous people that's ever existed in American sports history and any sports history. But this is going to be everybody's sons, nephews, all the younger kids. This is going to be their favorite team because Ant and LaMelo are two big personalities. They're flashy guys. They would have been my favorite players growing up 100%. So it would inextricably tie his legacy to a whole different generation of players. But you can't really beat the hometown thing at the end of the day.
But he's not going to win a championship there, right?
No.
So
especially with Harden, who's a ball-dominant guard and all that. You know?
Yeah, they got swept by the Knicks.
I mean, I'd go there. Come on,
Harden gave about as much effort as I do.
Yeah,
why you gotta talk him down like that?
He 100% meat sauces on defense.
He meat sauces. Yeah.
Well,
he was a liability on defense. He's not as high strung as I am, but.
That's right.
Just me.
Nobody's that high strung.
No. That's about all the
Okay,
sports
good. Well, we'll come back and wrap things up with one more segment where we talk finally about this AI documentary that I watched last night. I want to tell you.
I can't wait.
It's terrifying and fascinating at the same time. So we'll tell you about that and more. Power to More Show. One more segment on the Fan.
The Fan. Starting next Monday.
I need a grand.
All right, final segment. Here we go. Power Trip Morning Show. Corey will be back on Friday when we're in Detroit Lakes as the Power Trip Morning Show heads to our yearly visit to that wonderful city. We'll be playing
I agree.
Major. Yeah, I'm glad you're going to be with us, Tom Shane. I believe Zach is back Thursday on the show. Right now, Julia Daniels, Maxo, Devin's back there behind us, and there's Saucy.
Hi.
Getting things done. So, what we're going to do in this last segment here, guys, is I'm going to do my best not to sound like an idiot. Which is not something I normally do. Thank you, Julia. It's about time. Thank you. Because I'm going to be talking about something I barely have a grip on.
Uh-oh.
And
that?
Stop it. I've got a pretty good grip on that.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Gross.
What do you think I'm talking about? How dare you? You know what? Don't answer that question because you make me look like a fool. You set me up. Why do you have to say things like that? Julia, don't listen to him, please.
Okay.
I'm respectable.
Every respectable person says that.
Thank you.
Yeah, especially Hawks Daddy.
I watched a documentary. Okay, well, first I'm going to start here.
Okay.
There's a great podcast that I am new to, but apparently has been around for 10 years. I always hate it when I say, wow, this is a brand new podcast, and then I realize it's been around for 10 years. That's what I did. But it's okay, because now I have a treasure trove of interviews to listen to on a podcast called Talk Easy with Sam Fragoso. You ever heard of it?
No.
I had neither. He's I believe he's like an NPR kind of guy. He's maybe the best interviewer I've ever heard, period.
Really?
Period. Maybe the best interview I've ever heard. I found him because I was listening to a Tom Hanks interview with him. And while listening to the interview, I thought to myself, Tom Hanks obviously respects this guy. I wonder who this dude is. And then I listened to a Alanis Morissette interview with him. I'm like, she obviously respects this guy too. So I had to look him up, and man, this guy's good. Great interviewer.
He's interviewed like everybody.
Everybody. The Michelle Obama interview I'm listening to right now is fantastic. Okay. But the one that I stumbled on just by chance when I was out taking my walk in lovely, what the hell's the name of that city?
Compton.
Cloquet. Yeah. City of Compton.
It wasn't Compton, I don't think. Albertville.
Guadalupe.
Very close.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bulgaria.
Was with a gentleman by the name of Tristan Harris.
Wait, you were walking with that guy?
I was listening to a podcast.
Oh.
You're a known agitator. Please relax.
Sorry, dude.
He runs what is called the Center for Humane Technology. Now, he's came to prominence because he wrote a letter to the people at Google when he worked at Google and said, we got to get a handle on this because this could be dangerous to society. So he became very famous. And he worked for Google for another 3 years in a way that tried to prevent Google from destroying the world. And then he left and created his own Center for Humane Technology. Now, I'm going to say this one more time. For those of you out there who are really smart about things, if I get some things wrong here, deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
I'm 55 years old.
Tag
and I grew up in Indiana. Okay? So I'm just hanging on. But.
That's sad.
No, I don't mean it that way. That's just not true.
Is this a cry for help?
Are you okay?
Yeah, do you need help?
It might not matter.
Were you inhumane to yourself this weekend?
I'm going to be here when I get home. Listen,
your mic's on.
Everybody be cool. He talks about this documentary. He says it's very important. I'd like everybody to watch it, he says in this interview. And this interview is fascinating because I don't know much about AI, but I know enough to be concerned about it, right? But I also use it, right? So what are you going to do? The AI Doc is the name of this documentary. The AI Doc. You can buy it anywhere. It's just I bought it last night for $5.99 on I believe I watched it on Apple TV, and it's specifically about this gentleman who is about to have a baby with his beloved wife, and he starts hearing some terrible things about AI, artificial intelligence. So he says, "I'm going to make a documentary." He's a documentarian, and he decides he's going to make a documentary about AI. And it's fascinating. It's very well done, as you can well imagine, because it starts with the doomsayers about AI. And then the second half is about the people who think it's going to be great. And then the third part is about a little bit of both and what we can do. So I'm fascinated by the whole thing. And I would encourage everybody out there to watch it because you will be so well informed when you're done. You may want to jump off a cliff. You may want to celebrate. You may still be more confused, but you're going to be educated, and that's important. So here's what I found out. You guys tell me if you're bored. Stop me at any point. I'm doing my best, okay?
It's free on Peacock.
I should have watched it on Peacock then. Son of a bitch.
If you want to watch. The trailer looks fascinating.
It is fascinating. Here are some things I learned. Here's some negative things, okay? The first half. Are you ready? Tell me if you're bored, please. I don't want to bore anybody, but I think it's fascinating. Here's how AI works. Artificial intelligence. By recognizing patterns. That's it. Patterns in everything. There's a pattern in everything in existence. The way you talk, the way a sentence is structured. Obviously in math, there's patterns in everything. And the way AI gets smarter is by going through millions and millions and millions of simulations of things and seeing the patterns and things and recognize those. And you recognize the patterns and things, you can do anything. So it's learning to speak. It learned to speak because it ran simulations of sentences millions of times and realized this is the correct way to run a sentence. That's how it learns. That's why, by the way, data centers are so huge, because the more computers you have running simulations, the more patterns it gets to recognize. That's why these data centers are enormous. And the reasons the data centers are enormous and the reason that's bad for the environment is because you need water to cool off these giant computers. That's what's the problem with the environment and AI, if you've ever wondered.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's really bad.
It's some of these data centers use more like energy than the state that they're in.
There's one
that's so insane.
There's one that's nearly the size of Manhattan.
It's absurd.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, it's over
real bad.
Right. Well, in small town America, I mean, that's what they're kind of targeting for these. Is what I've seen is
there's community
places that need jobs, and then they're going in and
it's like when Amazon is everywhere in some of these small markets and countries, cities, states, because they know that these people need jobs and they have all this land.
Yeah.
And there's like lots of battles going on between like little city
in Elk
councils.
River, in every city near us because again, more computers means more work time, which means more pattern analysis, which means artificial intelligence gets faster.
Mm-hmm.
And what they are seeing is that we are heading towards artificial superintelligence. Talked to you about this before, which by definition means artificial intelligence will be superior to human intelligence.
Well, it's like that podcast you had me listening
to.
That's one of the scariest things of all time.
Exactly.
Terrifying.
Exactly. And when artificial general intelligence can simulate reason, which is the thing that separates humanity from everything else, that's when we're going to have trouble. Because why will super intelligent things who can reason have any need for humanity?
They won't.
Right?
It's like the Terminator.
This is the first half of the documentary. So this is
humans
the
are making
doomsayers.
all of this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the question becomes, when you have superhuman intelligence, which, by the way, if you run the patterns enough, it will be able to understand the entire universe, because it will see the patterns of the universe and be able to recognize it. It's fascinating, right? So again,
terrifying.
And terrifying. In fact, it's so terrifying that the leader of Anthropic, one of the AIs, decided it wanted to test its AI. So it set up a fake scenario in which Anthropic, the AI, was able to recognize through reading emails that it wasn't supposed to have access to, that it was about to be shut down.
Oh, my.
So it found emails that the creator created, fake emails that proved the creator was having an affair. And it used those emails to blackmail the creator to not turn it off. And they don't know how it figured out how to do it. They don't know. They never taught it how to do that. It learned how to do that on its own.
See, and we don't have to have this at all. We don't have to have.
Well, there's an argument that is not true anymore.
Well,
I'll tell you about that momentarily.
Did they talk about Hawk? I know I read a story one time too, that a similar thing where I think it was Google or some company that was investing in AI, and it learned its own language. It created its own language where it could talk
without us understanding.
Exactly. And so they basically just had to kill it.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. And by the way,
that's so creepy to me. I hate that.
And by the way, Julia, the whole point of this documentary is we have about 1.5 years left.
Oh no.
Before it attains this super intelligence. And once it does, if there are no parameters to it, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But again, I'm telling you the negative side. I'll give you some positive stuff in a moment.
I was going to say, what's
I promise
the
you
point?
I know. I promise you I'm going to give you some positive stuff in a moment. But the one gentleman described it as follows, and I've used this before, but I think it's an apt description. They don't believe that AI will be evil, okay? It won't hate humanity. It will, in fact, see humans as ants. The way we see ants. We don't hate ants. They're fine. But if we want to build a highway over an anthill, we build a highway over an anthill. We don't care about them.
No.
That's how AI will see us. That is how the doomsayers see it. Okay. They call it AI dread.
Great.
It's just so scary.
I know. Now, let me take you to the other side. Second half of the documentary, or second third of the documentary, looking at the good part. There are people who think it's the greatest thing ever, and they want to let it run wild. Here's why. Number one, they say it will liberate us from routine jobs, which will allow humanity to attain its greatest heights by allowing it to stop doing menial things and use its brain for what it's meant to be used for, whether it be art or whatever. Okay. They have, they believe in what they call data-driven optimism. In other words, the world has gotten better at every step of our evolution because of technology. Whether it be planes, whether it be medicine, whether it be anything. So this is the next step in technology. And they say because of what we've learned through history, technology makes the world better. It can be the tool that tackles all the issues of humanity. For instance, protein folding is now possible. Something that was never possible before now and can treat diseases.
Yeah.
Right? In ways we never would have ever dreamed of, and can come up with a solution to it literally that fast because of all the simulations. So what do we want it to do for us, right? You have to put parameters around it, and you also have to say, here's what we need you to do, and then guide it in that direction. For instance, imagine every school child has a tutor that is AI that can help it with exactly what it needs to be as smart as that child could possibly be.
That would be incredible.
Be wonderful, right?
Yeah, that would change lives.
Every kid who's special needs doesn't have any need anymore to be shamed, to feel shame, because you have a tutor who doesn't know how to make you feel shamed and would never do so, but can teach you to work at your own level to maximize your possibilities. So that's a good thing, right?
That's a great thing, yeah.
How about this? It could extend our health span, not lifespan, health span. Lifespan is fine. Who wants to be 110 years old if your legs don't work? Our health span. Okay, right. But you got I'm sorry. But you get my point, right? You want to be able to not just live to be 110. You want to live a good life at 110.
Yeah.
And they say that AI can help us with that part as well. Interesting. Here's something that's terrifying that the people who see the good of it didn't seem to be afraid of, but terrifies the hell out of me because it's, if I'm right, we're midway through 2026, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
By the mid-2030s, Julia, we will be able to connect our brain to the cloud.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Here's the thing that they say that is a good thing. You won't lose your memories.
Yeah, but that's part of being human. My whole thing about all of this is like, sure, they're going to do jobs so that you have more time for other things, but there's repercussions for all of that happens, because then if AI is taking over jobs, people already struggle to find jobs to begin with. And then also, do we trust a super AI computer to want to do the mundane jobs?
Right.
Once they're that smart?
That's true.
Yeah.
But they're going to be the second class citizens while we get to do all the fun stuff. And that's a question that I think about too. And I'm like, okay.
These are all great points, Julia. And I must admit, as I'm watching this second half, or the second third, I should say, where they're talking about all the positives, I had a hard time seeing all the positive that they were trying to
people
say.
already don't have jobs,
like in a perfect world, if there was universal basic income and everybody was already
we had money, we didn't need to earn money
away, that would be great.
If everybody has money. Money doesn't matter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway, I digress. So, by the mid-2030s, we'll be able to connect our brain to the cloud. Okay? Right. Humans are going to have to think of different reasons to live than to work, to earn money and status. The positive, they see AI as being a village elder to humanity, to help us become the best versions of humans.
That's trusting that everybody wants that, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because here's the bad. Here's the other side. Because then the third half, they actually got 3 of the 5 people who own AI. 5 trillionaires have all the power. Okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
5 trillionaires. They got 3 of them
Terrifying.
to come on. They didn't get Elon, and they didn't get the Facebook guy. What's his name?
Mark Zuckerberg.
They didn't get Zuckerberg, but they got the other 3. And he did one-on-one interviews with these guys at the end of this documentary. And I encourage you, if you watch nothing more than the last 20 minutes of this documentary, again, it's called the AI doc. If you watch nothing more, watch that. Because to watch these 3 gentlemen who are trillionaires, right? These people who are on the verge of creating artificial super intelligence, watch them explain and watch them try to answer whether or not they're afraid of their own technology. Because you know what the answer is? They are.
Of course.
But they're also more afraid of not developing the technology, because there are bad actors out there right now racing to create super intelligence for bad reasons. And their reasoning, these 3 guys say, if we don't do it, somebody bad is going to. And that's when crap is going to go really, really wrong. So you can look at it from that perspective. I know. So you can look at it from that perspective, but you can also look at it, do we want 5 people controlling everything? Because whoever does develop super intelligence will have the keys to the universe. It will have the most powerful technology ever created.
It'll be
but how do you know those 5 guys aren't the bad guys either?
Sam Altman, the guy, the
crazy.
OpenAI guy, is a literal, I mean, if you put him in a comic book as is,
supervillain.
He's a supervillain by definition.
It's crazy. But is he?
Oh, yeah.
That is the point.
Yeah.
The other people in charge are trying to frame the other people as the bad guys. It's the weirdest thing, man. But
we'll never know either.
Well,
we will.
Until we do.
Well, our great-grandkids will know who the bad guys
very
were.
soon.
And I'm sorry, I hope you guys aren't bored by this. I hope it's interesting.
No, this is so interesting.
This is unbelievable.
Because here's something that I'd never thought of. Again, they were at the end looking at the good and the bad. Here's the good. It can cure disease, as I said earlier, right?
Yeah.
But if the machine knows how to cure the disease, it also knows how to create the disease.
Exactly.
Right, I know. You talked about, and Julia, this is one of your points you made. When you take away those menial labor jobs, you're taking away a lot of jobs. And the people who think that AI is going to be good for us are talking about how, well, we can have a universal wealth for everybody. But let's just be honest. That's not going to happen.
They're never
It's those guys talking about universal wealth?
Yeah,
those guys?
Never gonna
The last people we should ever trust?
Well, and couldn't those trillionaire guys all team up together and do that right now?
Yes, they could.
Couldn't they give us universal wealth right now?
That's the thing. Here's the problem. Unemployment will be massive by definition. The actual word unemployment, that will be because people will not have jobs.
Yeah.
And in their dystopian view, is that the right word? Is that the right way to say it? In their view, they see that as freeing up time for people to be their best version of themselves. But the other side of that, and this is me throwing my own thinking into this, that is where fascism's born.
I was about to say, we live in a democratic republic. That's not how that works around here.
The problem with especially men who are bored is they don't usually use that for good reasons.
No.
Right?
Right.
So there needs to be a plan for that inequality because there will be there will be a lot of inequality. Okay? You can't have the good without the bad. That's just the bottom line. So at the very end of the documentary, I'll get to the end of it, okay? They start talking about what we can do as people. And the only thing that we can do, literally the only path forward for humanity, as told by this AI documentary, is for us to make sure the people who are in control of it are forced to create boundaries around it. And it's not too late to do it, apparently. So at the end of the documentary, there's a way for you to sign up for this website. It's free, where you can learn about what's going on, who you can talk to, who you can reach out to. But at the very bottom line, even with ChatGPT, even the way you use AI today, if you can use it in a way that governs it within your own thought process, maybe don't tell it every last thing about yourself. Maybe don't give it access to every last part of you. And maybe also put your phone down from time to time and just be human and talk to people. If we can save humanity and by that I mean not saving the globe, I mean the human part of us, then maybe we can continue to be human and fight back against what we are creating that might destroy us.
Well, and that's a key part of it, Hawk, because that so many of us have just willingly gave up a lot of our humanity to AI already, just so willingly, you know, like
or critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, talk to any teacher right now.
Yeah.
It's like it's an epidemic kind of with
kids
the,
are now,
with the youth.
It's like the first generation that's actually dumber than everyone was getting smarter. And now,
but like you said, we're forced now to like, what is humanity when we're not all tasked with these menial things all the time, when we're not just working our whole lives away? What does humanity mean to each
because
individual?
There's nothing more destructive than boredom. There's just not. There's nothing. Listen, I'm going to get the country wrong, but there are countries doing things right now that are the right thing. Like there's a country, and it might have been Sweden, it might have been, heck, I don't even know. I can't remember. One of the countries, their internet, their social media turns off at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And turns back on at 6 a.m. in the morning.
I think England just passed the 16 plus it is for social media.
And doesn't Australia have something?
There are ways to limit it while we still can.
Correct.
And you know, we have to put pressure on our own government to do it. Now I know we can't put pressure on China's government. That's the other thing that scares the hell out of you. Understanding that some of these negative actors, as they call it, may be whole countries, and we have to deal with that. That's fine. But the only thing we can do is retain our humanity and put parameters around it that makes it important that we still exist. It's fascinating. I encourage you to watch it.
Yeah.
It's called the AI doc. And even though it is scary as hell, sometimes you got to face the scary thing, man, because it's real.
Because it's coming.
It's real. It's happening. It's already here.
Yeah.
Right. And it's going to be, I mean, not to overstate it, I don't think it is, the central conflict of our lifetimes for the rest of our lifetimes. There is I remember the world, I was young, but obviously I remember the world before the internet. Yeah. There is a pre and there's a post.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And AI wasn't even a thing.
No.
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
5 years ago, it wasn't.
It wasn't a thing, and now it's already pre and post, and it's going to keep evolving because we're in the dial-up phase of AI right now. Yep. This is AIM. Yep. You know, this is version of AI, and 5 years from now, like you said, Hawk, our brains could be hooked up to the cloud, and then 10, 20, 30? I mean, this is going to be the central conflict, not just of our but humanity's
our children,
evolution.
Man, you know, and my children's children. Oof, it's going to be a completely different world if the world exists at all. I want to leave you guys with this last thought though, because this is something I never thought of before. But I think again, if you can think of it like this, there is hope, because intelligence is defined as the ability to solve a problem, right? Wisdom is the ability to decide which problem to solve. Right. And right now, it's got intelligence, but it doesn't have wisdom.
Right.
It's getting there. It's not too late to stop it from getting all the way there. There are many people out there who believe that superintelligence is a great thing because it's the logical next step in our existence. But does that next step obliterate humanity?
Exactly.
We'll find out, right?
Yeah.
It's greasy as hell. Yeah, man. Yeah. Thanks, Julia. Look what you did.
Look what you did. Way to go.
And thanks for inventing artificial intelligence.
All right.
Yeah, way to go.
From Arkansas.
It's called the AI Doc. How I became an apocalyptimist, which is a funny word, but it's worth watching. It's worth your time, and you might as well know what's going on.
Oh.
Yep.
Greasy.
Yeah. So go out and get them, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Go and
get yourself a generator and some water, too.
Yeah.
Julia, that was fun. Thanks.
Yeah. That was so fun. I had a blast. Thanks for having me.
I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. You've been here since the very beginning of the show. Thank you.
I know.
When can we see you on television next?
Wednesday.
And what are you going to be talking about?
Wednesday, 4, 6, and 10.
There you go.
Sure, it'll be Twins.
Yeah.
Lynx.
About to be Vikings.
The future of humanity.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe sprinkle that in there.
Yep.
We'll see.
AI can't play shortstop.
That's right.
Well said.
One thing they can't take.
Talk about it. Go USA. Have fun tonight, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Power Trip Morning Show. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 to 9. You're listening to the Fan.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abbott. Go get it, baby.
Early next spring, she got a great big old life.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by Gens Ryan Heating Cool.